Fourth Estate. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. I am very excited this afternoon to be here, to be part of this rally again after 2020. The first time I was part of it, I was working as the executive director of SLRSA, and we had to play on the other one role that we were playing.
This one, turn this one.
No, it's off.
Yeah, okay,
I think that's
no, it's not the phone, maybe I'm close to so. Okay, and so it was an exciting time.
it's off.
Oh, something's reverberating. Okay, so I had an exciting time.
This.
Close up with the speaker.
Is the speaker? Yeah. Or stand, let me see if I stand, maybe it's better. Must sit down, madam. Maybe just stand, maybe it's better from up here. Sit down. No, sit down.
It's working now.
It's working now, no problem. Yeah, it's working. Okay. Okay, maybe if I turn this way. We had an exciting time and the work was good. We had we were involved in it from beginning. Hello. Okay. We had an exciting time working with the Ministry of Tourism during that period. Budapest. Let me just go aside. My first experience was Budapest. The first country when I left Sierra Leone for further studies and further life, first country I landed in was in Budapest. That time we had only Aeroflot, it was the cheapest airline, and that's why I could afford to go to the UK. We had to pass through Budapest and Russia. And we landed in Budapest, it was minus 40 degrees. And I had only a shirt on. So I was not prepared security-wise. I was not prepared for my own personal security. And we had to leave the plane to walk all the way to the airport and then change planes to go to Russia. So that was a harrowing experience in Budapest. So in part of security, I'm just going to relate to security, our personal security, because that's what we are here for, security, to ensure that when our visitors come, they have a good experience. And I believe it's that experience that they had, with all what they had, even with the fun, the security that they experienced, they've again given us confidence, they have confidence and a resounding kudos to say, listen, we're coming back to Sierra Leone. The headlines read, Africa's greatest charity car race, Budapest to Bamako, comes to Sierra Leone. So now it comes back to Sierra Leone. And I must say, that is the wealth of collaboration that happened during that time. What the people came, what they saw, and what we did, the reception of the people. So again here at this press conference, we want to call on our people to work with us, the tourism, the security, to ensure that our people first, our visitors have that security. When they come, they feel safe. Because you see some of them, well, we applied the route on the way, and one or two of them will come, they'll stop, and they'll talk to the locals. In remote areas, they did not have the fear to stop and talk. There were breakdowns, and they'll stop there, and they'll have facilities will come. But there was not an incident of any attack of anybody of these people. So Leoneans, I must say, are very friendly and very accommodating. So we want us to put on that cloak again, and to, as our visitors come, to welcome them, to provide that security for them all along the way. Because the security is just not in our hands, it's all of us together providing security for our people and for those who come to visit our country. So that the third time they come, they'll want to come, maybe this time they'll say they'll go to Kono or to Bo or to Makeni, yeah, on all these places. To just stop there and have some time. So Mashaka, they will stop. They'll stop in Makeni, they'll stop in all the places to have and understand our culture. They're going to stop again in Mashaka, we understand, because they had a good dance troupe out there that day. It was fun. It was fun to see them be part of it. And it was also fun to see as with the SLRS, we saw people they were given vehicles, sold vehicles to them, some people at very reasonable costs.
Yeah.
Yeah, some gave up their vehicles just for people, and you have motorbikes, very big motorbikes, on these races. And it's the first time I've lived in the UK, US, it's the first time I actually live saw rally. They had all the exciting things that they brought, the culture, the speak, when we at the border itself, when they came through. This time there's no corona, so there won't be many checks there. They'll come through, and we assure the immigration services will make them come through very fast. So we're looking forward to this. I'm looking forward to seeing you all at that point, at the end, the finish line, at the festivities. Let's come and show them that we can enjoy too. But it has to be in a safe, secure environment. Yeah. So we're pleading for you to join us to provide this secure environment for all our visitors, and as we go through to the Christmas period and all that. So I just want to thank the Minister for inviting me to this conference as part of the collaboration, and we want to ensure that we will provide security for our people. We want to ensure the ministry that will collaborate fully. We are part of you, we're one and the same, and so we want tourism to boom. We're already seeing signs of it, that tourism on its own can give us all our economic needs in this country, if we just work at it. We just work at it and give the support that we need for it to happen. Tourism on its own, because we have the sites, we have the places to go visit, we have the kind of animals people want to see, there's certain things, even when we are amazed, when I go up country, there's certain things, certain animals I see, I'm even amazed at what I see, the kind of creatures and the kind of animals that we have in our country. It's amazing what we can do and what we have and what people can see. I mean, when you go to Kabbalah, there's this bridge made of hammock and made raffia. It crosses the whole, spans a long bridge, and you can walk on that. It's amazing what people can do, the kind of things people can do, the kind of gymnasts that we have. We always say they're using some kind of making mysterious, make it mysterious, make it exciting. But we have them, and we have the culture to show out to other people so that they can come. The mountains we have, the kind of hills we have in some places, it's amazing. The snakes we have, various kinds of different things. People are afraid of snakes, but we have very beautiful snakes, very beautiful reptiles, I must say. Yeah. We do have them. And it's amazing to see when you go to see how large they are, how small they are, how colorful they are. They have very colorful reptiles. But these are all in their habitats. So people can come and visit them in their habitats. Just talk about the birds that we have. Amazing. The houses they build. And the ants that we have. Small as they are, the kind of houses they build. The ant hills are so enormous in some places. Small little creatures like that. So we have amazing places, Minister, and things that we can do, and I'm sure just by you can ensure our country is economically viable. Yeah. So let's give the support, let's give the security, because the security that gives pay gives way to development. And so that's why we're here, that's why we're going to do, and we're going to assure you, Madam, that you will have the security needed to assure the people of this country that our visitors will come and go and they'll want to come back because of what you provide. Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you very, very much, Honorable Minister. Without security, there is no tourism. Nobody will go to your country if there is no security. Nobody. So the Minister has spoken very, very well. And we can't, this is when the President, if you look at his policy, one of the things under the New Direction Manifesto, if you look at it critically, it did say something about interministerial collaboration and coordination. This is one of it. So it means that we are getting things right. Tourism cannot stand on its own. We cannot stand on its own. We need the security sector to support us if we want to go far. We need energy. We need works. We need water. We need so many things, including health, to support tourism. And today we have the minister that is responsible for security, working hand in hand with his colleague, his colleague minister to promote tourism, it means that, Madam Minister, you've done well. You've done well. And this brings me to the point where I think I should start to introduce this wonderful woman. She is not only a boss, but she's also a mentor. Madam Minister, when I said you've done well for the sector. I think I can remember when we saw the elephants. And later, Director Sonia clip said, the elephant don't go. You know, I was like, not possible. But then when I listened to the clip, it was not even in the land of Sierra Leone, not the borders of Sierra Leone. They were like, it was in Liberia, the cross border. And then I remember the clip that I saw. You see the Sierra Leone and the local population, we are so happy to see the animal. You know what that shows? That our sensitization has gone far. You don't know how much people have become wildlife and tourism conscious. Because in the past, they will not even tell us. We will just see a dead elephant. But we are, you know, the elephant was coming among the people, they were so happy, and they did not touch that elephant. Madam Minister, your public awareness sensitization for tourism has gone far. And that is not just it. All what we are saying today in terms of the image, another policy within the new direction was to take the image of Sierra Leone. You have done that through the tourism sector. I'm not saying other sectors are not doing it, but you have done your own. And we are thankful to have you. We are thankful that it is under your leadership that we're having Freetown as the finish line under the Budapest Bamako Challenge. Honorable Minister, we cannot say it all. But your achievement, what you have done, can speak for itself. Now, through your leadership, we are having the capacity sector within your industry is making up. Through your leadership, you have a new integrated curriculum for both the hospitality and tourism sector. Through your leadership, you are rehabilitating the what should I say, the demonstration or practical side of your capacity training in Sierra Leone. We look not to talk about the side development that are being developed at the moment. So many things is going on, and we need to say it. We need to let people know of what you are doing. This is just one part of what you are doing. As protocol demands, we really want us to put our hands together to welcome this wonderful and dynamic Minister of Tourism who has done so proud. You've done so proud for our sector. Thank you, Madam Minister.
Wow. Thank you very, very much. Let me, first of all, we have to thank God for this opportunity.
Yes.
That God has done it for Sierra Leone. When we consider how our fortunes were going to be challenged in the last few weeks, and then we are hearing this story. Sierra Leone is a blessed country.
It is.
All the efforts that have been going on under the leadership of the president is blessed. Because when we consider the manner in which things are going to challenge Sierra Leone, and in particular all sectors, but more especially the tourism sector, we have to thank God for what has happened. Let me recognize my brother and colleague. You know, we are very close. I first met him when he was at the Road Safety Authority. And I was hearing about this. I think the first time, you remember, was when we wanted to have those parks at Lovely Beach.
Yes.
When there was need for an MOU between the National Tourist Board and the Road Safety Authority.
Yes.
And then I was saying, there's a very hard-working person at the Road Safety Authority. I said, this is a person to work with. So that was the very first time. And of course, we all got a positive accolades about the work which you are doing. So I am not surprised that you are the head of the Ministry of Internal Affairs, because you had really supported security, policing, or what have you, even before coming to that end. Now, one of the ways in which the tourism sector works is through collaboration. If you don't collaborate, there is no way we are going to go ahead. We have got very strong interministerial, interagency collaboration for us to deliver on our mandate. If you take tourism on its own, it's not going to work. Tourism is central. You know, like when you have your body, your hand has to work, your feet have to work, your stomach. That is how tourism is. So tourism sits in the middle. Where you want roads, you have to find Ministry of Works. You want water, you have to get it where the people are going. You need the security. You need proper economic policies that can support us. But more especially, we need the international recognition. We need the international travelers. And then local communities. So there is a very simple functional theory for those people who need sociology. Functional theory around tourism. That the head and the foot and maybe the stomach all have to be around it for its work. And therefore, most of the activities which we undertake in tourism is highly collaborative. You can hear us maybe having activities which we are working with the Ministry of Local Government. You can hear us having activities with the Ministry of Education, Ministry of Development, Ministry of Works, Ministry of Energy.
Yeah.
That is how the sector is situated. Today we have got a very, very important program, of course, which we are working with alongside key co-chair for the Budapest Freetown rally is the Minister of Internal Affairs. So he's the co-chair and he takes leads on a number of activities. So which means that for us to deliver on this mandate, there is going to be a very, very strong collaboration between the Ministry of Tourism, Internal Affairs, and all other ministries for this to happen. And I should say that the experience we had the last time was quite awesome. I mean, somebody said to me that that is the very, very first time that they have been able to see a very strong high collaboration among NDAs and communities to deliver on the program. And the program was highly, highly successful. Mm-hmm. Now, it is as a result of that collaboration. That is why they are coming back. You know, in tourism, if you want somebody to come and visit you, you try and convince the people and market your destination. That is why. You can market the destination and bring the person in. It is how you respond to the person that the person will say, I'm going there again. I can go there again. I can go there at another time. So which means the manner in which we handled the Budapest finish line in 2020 is remarkable. If you go to their website, you see the commendation that we had for Sierra Leone. That Sierra Leone is the best destination ever since they started the Budapest rally. That has really, really brought the people around there, and they have really felt safe and loved. They enjoy the hospitality. And then designated Sierra Leone as the finish line for now. So in November, between the 6th and the 8th, we are going to host 600 participants to the Budapest. It's going to be the Budapest Freetown finish line, because it's no longer going to go through Bamako. The Budapest Freetown finish line. Yeah? And of course, the director has given all what it takes in terms of the 6th, 7th, and 8th, what is going to happen. But what does this mean for us as Sierra Leoneans? In the first place, it means that there is a strong registration of international confidence in Sierra Leone. Because for them to go to a country, the country has to have that safety, that level of collaboration, that hospitality, that cultural awareness. So it means Sierra Leone is safe. It's a safe destination. So no matter what has happened, this Budapest Freetown rally has underscored, what has it underscored? The resilience, the tenacity, and the energy of the government of Sierra Leone. But more especially, I think it has underscored very big success as as far as the new direction is concerned. You know, when we came in, the tourism sector was sleeping. We had all those areas which we needed to ensure that we are able to achieve. But you see, at the end of 5 years, and we are closing it with Budapest, having 600 people coming. And then you know what is interesting? We are even having a bigger rally in March 2023. We are going to have a second one that is going to come. So which means that it is not only an event which maybe can be highly of touristic value. It has got huge impact as far as the country is concerned. Because the last time we had people of over 80 nationalities coming into the rally. I mean, we have not been able to estimate how many countries are going to participate. But if you consider what is happening in Eastern Europe, around Ukraine, and all what has happened with COVID, and then Sierra still stands strong, for us to be able to host it, I think it's really, really a big boost for this country. I mean, we will not say that directly things are going to change overnight, but indirectly, so many things are going to happen. And for us, it's a very big event for us, where people can come, visit Sierra Leone, and then also wanting to come back. So I should say that we have started this campaign a long time ago, but then we had we slightly had a break because we thought it was not going to happen. But now it is back. So my message will be to the people of Sierra Leone: let us be peaceful.
Yeah.
Let us be peaceful.
Yes, ma'am.
Let's present Sierra Leone the way people are appreciating us. No matter what has happened, people are sacrificing to come to this country. So which means, if forever we wanted to have things that do not augur well to destroy our image, this is one of the events that have clearly told us that people still love this country, people still have confidence in this country. And we want to appeal to the general public, the way in which they supported us the last time. We are in right from Pamalap. People came out, they were waving to them, they stopped by the wayside, they were giving donations, and everywhere until they entered Freetown. In fact, on that Sunday when they entered Freetown, we had women, you know, when we say in Creole, spreading their cloth, you know, when they say spread lapa, and we are clapping, and we are waving, having the national flag. I think this is also what we expect. So we have to be of highest discipline from now onwards. We have to convince them that whatever you have had is not us. That one was just a mistake. Mm-hmm. But we are still the way we are. And we are still confident in this country. And that things are going very, very well. So for us, this is actually going to give us another list of life in terms of rebranding our image again and telling people that what you saw is not us, but that was just a mistake. And that we are a strong country, we are a resilient country, we are ready to move on. These are the benefits that tourism brings. Tourism does not only bring the monies in the pocket. Tourism does not only bring the jobs, but tourism brings social stability. It brings social stability, economic stability, because it spirals around quite a whole lot of things. And that is why in all of this, culture plays a very important role. The cultural awareness, the cultural festivities, the music, the dance, you know, and all those things that will be happening around it, really creates a very big platform for us. And it's not only that is going to happen. In December, we are also going to play host to the African Caribbean Festival. I'm just bringing this now so that I can remind people. And it's going to go on for a week. And Lovely Beach as well. And we have official flight carriers that are going to operate chartered flights to Sierra Leone. So a lot of things are going to be happening in Sierra Leone between now and early January. So which means our people have to be ready. Participate. Be part of it. Do what is possible for them to see the brighter side of Sierra Leone. There is nowhere in the world where you don't have conflicts. Conflict is everywhere. But it's how you manage it and how you deal with it. And we also have to ensure that violence is condemned in its entirety. Because if you want to develop conflict and violence are not bedfellows. Because the first casualty of conflict is tourism.
Yeah.
The first thing here, we are pulling out our citizens. You see all the announcements coming. So the first casualty is tourism. So that is why we have an obligation to keep this country safe if we want tourism to thrive. Nobody comes to a country that is chaotic. Everybody wants to go to a country that is peaceful. Because the first thing that informs you to travel to a country, you need to check, is that country peaceful? Can I be attacked? Does it have violence? So if you answer those questions, then you can take a decision for a country. So which means we've passed those marks in spite of all what we've been through. But we have to stay safe. We have to keep this country safe. We have an obligation in order that we can make Sierra Leone the best destination. We have already done it. Sierra Leone, the Global Peace Index rank. They are high above. So I'm only bringing this to contrast what is not good and what is good. So we are able to say that tourism is the vector for not only our transformation, but for our international rebranding and imaging.
Yeah.
So we are going to rely on our partners, the police, fire force, the Ministry of Works, and all those people, energy, for them to support us. And the way in which they support us, I know this time they are going to do it double. They are going to do it more because we all share the accolade. And then on that day, of course, we're going to have the president to give the keynote address. But everything is going to happen between the 6th and the 8th. And this time around, I think we are going to have more time because of the fact that they are going to have, do a night at Bure, and then the next morning they'll have to come through the finish line. So that's what I want to appeal to everybody, that you support it, you work with us, even if you don't have something to do directly. But the fact that you can talk about it, you can sensitize your people, and let people know that Sierra Leone is a great country, and that is why these people are coming. We prepare our mindset, our attitude. We know how we are going to receive them. We know how we are going to smile to them. We know how we are going to display our cultural activities to them. We know how we are going to share our food. Businesses we roll during those days. And some of them we stay more than 2 weeks, more than 3 weeks. That brings income to hotels, to businesses. Some did a lot of humanitarian work and donated to schools. So it's not only about the sale of vehicles. The sale of vehicles just wants more side. Some did not even sell their vehicles. They even gave donations to people. So I want to say that this is a relaunch because we now know that it is happening. Because we had a little bit of lull in terms of break, but that it's going to go on, and we all should be prepared. And please let me appeal to all the agencies and NDAs. Please, 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 we want you to be very, very active on the committee. Because we have all the experience. All what we are going to do now, the rehearsal has been done. All what we are going to do is just to go back to the drawing board and get everybody to know what they are doing. That is why I'm happy that we have Minister Kananoa as Internal Affairs Minister, because he was very pivotal in the last Budapest Bamako finish line. So it's good for all of Sierra Leone. It's changing the image of Sierra Leone. And let me say that the job has just started, but this time around we do it very well. Let me thank you all. Spread the news. Talk to your people that this is happening. This is great. Let's for once share good news in Sierra Leone. And this is coming at a time when there is a very big news of the Budapest Freetown finish line that everybody is looking up to. So let me thank you all.